Hi everybody and welcome back to Harry the Duck, the Christmas duck, and yeah, let's see how much we can get done on here today. So I want to try and get a good chunk done. I have now picked up the drills that we had a little bit of an accident with last night, so we should have enough just to finish off this little cup here. Now the schedule is a little bit all over the place at the moment because last night I totally forgot to automatically schedule the raccoon video, and because that video was filmed in November, I've got to scroll back to locate that video. So yeah, that's now going to form the 3 o'clock afternoon session, and I will put this will probably be the 9 o'clock session, or you know, because I'm going to try and squeeze in the Christmas hanger as well, and then what will happen is I will try and get Gary put back on for stage 3 at the usual slot of 3 AM. So yeah, that's why there weren't no video yesterday, so apologies for that. I'm not sure why we've got a black drill there, that should not be there. So yeah, that's why there was no 3 o'clock video. So yeah, so we are back to the usual crappy weather. It's going in a pattern at the moment, because one day we get like a really good day and then it's back to the usual overcast. So yeah, it's a little bit done. Now there may not be any card videos today, you know, like the Christmas cards, because the schedule's gone a bit out of sequence, so I need to try and sort that out. And I thought, well, I want to try and at least get some of this done. So let's do a weather forecast today. Alexa, what's the weather forecast, please?
In Braintree, it's 13 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 13 degrees and a low of 10 degrees.
Yeah, typical norm. So yeah, last night, if you don't want to hear who's won the jungle and you've not seen it yet, now's the time to leave the room. And yeah, last night it was out of, I was so gutted when they voted Shona out. She was going to be my queen of the jungle, but then it was out of Angry Ginge and Tom Daly, and no, sorry, not Tom Daly, Tom Reed Wilson, is it? Oh, I can't remember now. But you know that guy who won Celebrity Go Dating or something like that. And yeah, I really thought that Tom was going to win it, but my winner was either Shona or Angry Ginge. So yeah, Angry Ginge won it, and yeah, wow. So, and now tonight is going to feel really weird, because like I've been so used to sitting down with my coffee, with my little snacks, you know, having a munch on the sweets and, you know, the crisps and that while watching it. And now it's just like, what are we going to watch tonight? Now it is Monday, so, you know, I can't watch my usual 7:30 slot of EastEnders. But it's just, when you love a show so much, it's just a bit, you know, once it's done, it's sort of like, oh, we've got to wait another whole year now, you know. But last night, oh my god, one of the trials that Tom had to do was eating a huntsman spider. Oh my days. And I thought that was a bit strange, because they haven't done that for a few years, to the best of my knowledge. But yeah, it must have been dead. But how in the world can you possibly want to do that? I mean, they obviously get paid to do it, but to eat a huntsman spider, like, nah. That is something else, isn't it? But yeah, it was quite a small one, and when I googled a huntsman spider, there's an actual photo of the spider actually catching a rat. So yeah, it's not very good. So right, so we've done that now. So what I'd like to do is I'm just going to whiz around the 5 because this 5 is quite a quick colour and I'd like to get that one done. So yeah, tonight's going to feel quite, I mean, obviously I'll watch me a Christmas film, but I normally watch that around about 6-7 o'clock when I come in. So after I've been to work, I come in and then just grab a coffee and sit down and watch that. So yeah, and then it's back to, I mean, probably I'll just have to catch up with some of the programs I've recorded, get the queue down, and then get them watched, deleted, free up space. And every day I'll check what's on, you know, for film wise. And oh my god, yesterday I totally forgot to tell you. So you know, I recorded The Grinch. I was so annoyed. It was the animated version, and I don't like that version. I've never watched it, but you can see it's going to be like crap because it's animated. And I really thought it was the one with Jim Carrey in it, like the original one, and it weren't. So I guess I'll have to wait and see whether that's available on Prime. But I watched the Santa Claus 2 last night. I've got one more in the sequel to watch, which is Santa Claus 3. Santa Claus 2, they have like these big robot nutcracker things, but yeah, so number 3 I think is the one with Jack Frost when he appears. So, and then I think it'll probably be what, Santa Buddies. So because we're already on week 2, so when's Christmas? 25th, that's Thursday, so that's what, 2 weeks away. So what have I got? Oh my god, like I've got so much to do this evening. So I'm having some problems with this Joy Buy company, because what's happening is every time you order something, if you it will come the next day, but if you divert it to a locker, you seem to have to wait 2 days. And what they've been doing, it's really aggravated me, because what they're doing is, let me just pause it a minute. Yeah, so what they're doing is, as you can see, the minute you order it, I normally divert it the minute it's dispatched, because if you do it, say, on the day it's coming, it might be too late and they'll still deliver it to your house, sort of thing. But as you can see, this is all it keeps doing. So your parcel's at the depot, your parcel's at Chelmsford, your parcel's at Chelmsford. Then yesterday it said it's on the way to locker, but no, they've took it back to the depot. It's at the depot, it's at the pickup location, your parcel's at Chelmsford depot. So I don't know what they're doing, but I mean, I don't know if they're, you know, sending it out and then it's, you know, they've run out of time or the lockers are full. But if the locker is full, at least, you know, scan something on the tracking to tell us that the locker's full, you know. I'm not very happy, because like I can't, if I was at home, you know, I could deliver it to my home, but because I work through the day, I have to send it to the locker. Otherwise they'd leave it outside on the doorstep, you know. So, and under the Consumer Rights Act, if you your contract's with the shop, so if you didn't set a safe place, which is where, like, if you say, like, you could say, right, I want it left on the doorstep, if you don't set that and they deliver it to that safe place, that's against the Consumer Rights Act, because that's on them. You've not told them to leave it there, so they have to fix it. And if they come back to you and say, well, the driver's left it here, no, you didn't set a safe place, so that's not the customer's fault, it's down on them. However, if you do set a safe place, then obviously if it says delivered and it's not, then that's on you, you know, you have to accept it. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on with this. But the thing is, every time you send it, like if you was to send it to your house, it turns up on time. It's so weird. Like, why take it all, why scan it saying out for delivery and then when it's clearly not? I know I talk an awful lot about parcels and stuff, but you know, it's I can only digest what I've done that day, you know. So, but yeah, I don't know what's going on, whether it's going to come today or not come today. So seems to be going back and forth, going out, coming back, going out, coming back, you know. So I don't know what they're playing at the moment, and it's kind of frustrating when on there it says that you get same day delivery and next day, and then it's not happening. So yeah, I don't know what's going on at the moment, because this is the thing, it says on here, where is it, Joybuy, it says up here, as you can see up the top, it says quality guaranteed, same day and next day delivery. Yeah, all I seem to be getting is back and forth between the depots. So I mean, really, they should not be scanning that saying, oh, it's going to come today if it's not, because that's misleading and it pisses me off, because, you know, it buggers up the whole of my evening. I can't settle down to watch my film because I don't know if it's coming, if it's not. I don't know if I've got to go out, if I've not got to go out, you know. And then, like, it gets to sort of 7, 8 o'clock and you think, oh, that's not coming now. And then you find out at 11 o'clock it's gone back to the depot. Oh, I know it's Christmas and that, but that's no excuse. You know, they should really sort this out. If it's coming today, then it should, you know, come today. I don't know why they keep pissing about with it, because if it's like that tomorrow, I'm going to cancel and ask for a refund. So it's not very good for, you know, like a new customer who's only just joined. Because I only joined like 2 days ago and already there's problems. Like, do you see what I mean? It's just so aggravating. But yeah, I suppose obviously with the jungle not being on, it gives me a chance to sort of like put in a couple of sessions of doing live streams. Now what I'm thinking is, where the jungle used to be on at 9 o'clock, what I'm thinking of doing is bringing back in the 9 o'clock live stream. If we did that, we would have to work on a painting that's got the light board underneath it. So I'm going to have a look in my diamond paintings to be done in queue and see what we've got available that we can work on. So yeah, there's still loads to do. I've got the reef that's already been pre-recorded. It's just trying to find a slot to put it in, you know. So yeah, but yeah, also I've got to go to my oh, what's it called, the spritzer candle that I showed you, that's run out. So give that a rinse out last night, and oh my god, it was so shiny. I had to take a photo and show you guys. Like, when I washed it out, it was super shiny. Like, look how shiny this is. Like, so this is when I washed it out, give it a little rinse because it has to go in the bottle bank. Like, look how shiny that is. That is so, like, a magpie would love that, because magpies, as you know, like shiny things. But yeah, I've got that to drop off. I've got my Wickford one to drop off. Got my free sausage roll that I was supposed to get this morning, but I was running a bit late, so I had to adjourn that and do it somewhere, and that, like, I'll have to do that hopefully later tonight if I can, but I don't think they will, because I'll have to do that tomorrow. So wow, that's 5 discontinued. Brilliant. Okay, so what should we do next? I feel like we should do, let's try and get this duck done now. Yeah. So this, we've got to be careful, guys, because these are the colours, and it's like a silver and a minty icy blue colour. So as you can see, you've got 3 around the edge, and then it's sort of like 2 in the middle. So I think what I'd like to do is start off with the 3 if we get the outline done first. So this is going to be interesting because it's going to be like an icy blue colour. Wow. So last night I was kitting up the, de-kitting the spider of Tango, the spider we were working on. I won't work on that now until next time, obviously, the jungle is. I quite enjoyed doing the jungle theme, so I might do that again. But every year I sort of have to look at new themes that we've not done. I mean, look at the ocean theme. God, by God, I've been promising that for so long, but I really ought to sort that out. So yeah, I stopped off at Morrison's last night because I was out of coffee, and you know when you're really craving for something. Well, when I went in Morrison's last night, they have only got the you know, the I went in there and I couldn't believe it. All this time I've been ordering the Pringles off Amazon for pigs in blankets because I've not seen them in Tesco or Sainsbury's. And look, Morrison's have got them for £2 in my Morrison's. I mean, this is a tiny store, so I'm quite surprised they've got that. But for £2, and I've got more cards, so I can get points on that. So, like, I won't go out of my way just for crisps. Like, it has to be on if I'm going that way. So down there, you've got the Morrison's store, and then next to it is the locker. So yeah, I am going to, next time I'm up there, that's, well, I'm supposed to be waiting for this parcel that apparently is coming today, because that's going to that locker. So hopefully it does come, and then I can go and grab some. I'll tell you something, they are absolutely lovely. I really could eat packs of them. And I spoke to my sister about it because my sister has said that apparently there's this donut supposed to be coming out with Greggs, and it's called Percy the Pig or something, and it's quite a big donut, and she wants to try that. And I said, well, I'll pick you up some of these Pringles next time. Wonder why it's only available in Morrison's then. Perhaps it's like exclusive, you know, like the Greggs steak bakes you can get. Well, you can get them in, the sausage and bean one is lovely. You can get them in Iceland's, but it seems to be only Iceland's that sell them, so they must have some sort of special contract with them maybe. But yeah, so last night all the schedule was a little bit all delayed. Like, I was sitting there at 9:30, and this video, the first stage, was supposed to go up at 9. Totally forgot to air it, and it was like, oh my god, it went up so late. But I like to be on schedule, but sometimes you can't always do it. And Kathy G is in the house. Kathy G, you like this little duck, so thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, as I say, when I click on it, it just says this, so I'm sure there's going to be other sellers that will sell it, but let's just go on to, yeah, when I click on that, if I was to go like that, it says the item's discontinued. So I mean, Angela was saying that it's back on there, but I haven't had a chance to look for it yet. But oh, it is a lovely one. I seem to pick all the best ones, don't I? I find it, I love doing all animal paintings. The majority of my channel is all based on animal paintings. It's very rare that I will go to you know, like a building or what have you, but yeah, I just prefer doing animal pictures really. So but this, it's just so lovely, and this was a recommendation, so I could not resist. I had to jump at it when it was there. I was like, I'm gonna have to get this now because otherwise it's gonna sell out. So now the puppy's been dispatched, so I reckon about, what's the day today? So it's the 8th. Monday, happy day. It is my favourite day of the week, and I get that from a film called Garfield, and he always goes, I hate Monday mornings, with Bill Murray who voices him. But I actually love Mondays. And then I got onto lasagna. I've never ever had, like, before I watched that film, I would never had lasagna. And then after I watched that film many years ago, because Garfield loves having lasagna, and I get it from there, and I love lasagna. Stick that with a little bit of chips, kushti. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, looking at the weather, we're probably not going to get round to cards today, unfortunately, so we might have to leave that. session there. Which is kind of annoying because it's supposed to be like the 12 cards of Christmas, but what can you do when you've got shit weather? So, you know, it's just day in, day out, the same boring weather. Every time you look out the window, oh, it's overcast again. It's just miserable constantly. But I've not seen any snow yet, so we've not had, oh my god, like a couple of years ago we almost had snow. It was so close to Christmas Day and we almost had a white Christmas. I don't think, Alexa, when was the last white Christmas?
According to Met Office records, the last white Christmas in the UK was in 2021, when 6% of weather stations across the country reported snow falling, but less than 1% of stations reported any snow lying on the ground.
Yeah,
the last widespread white Christmas in the UK was in 2010, when 83% of stations
Oh god, it's going to go through all the years now, I think.
The highest amount ever recorded, but snow or sleet also fell at 19% of stations. By the way, you have a new notification. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
One new notification from Amazon Shopping. Your recent orders, including blankets and eau de parfum, could not be completed. To continue,
Alexa, stop. Cut. Yeah, I've been really wanting it to be a white Christmas, just to open the curtains, because in my front room I have curtains, and just to open it on Christmas Day and see white snow. Oh my god, that would be so magical. I mean, a couple of my friends in America, they live in Minnesota, and I'm sure that's the place that always snows constantly. Like, they seem to get snow all year round. So yeah, it's very nice. But yeah, I think after this, I'm gonna sit down and catch up with the lunchtime news and have a mince pie, I think. Oh right, okay, so I've probably had now 12 mince pies so far. Not obviously all at the same time, but my target is 25 mince pies, because obviously Christmas falls on the 25th, so I want to try and get 25 mince pies. Oh, it's brightening up. Yes, that's what we want. Move that horrible cloud out of the way. Yeah. Oh, do you know what would have been a nice touch for this? You know, he's got his Christmas hat. Just give him like a little scarf. Oh my god, that would have been cool. Could you imagine like this duck in a tuxedo suit, like as he's wearing his Christmas hat? Okay. So this is where we get a little bit of a change of colour, but what I'm going to do is just finish up this little bit here, and then that takes care of the 3, because the rest of this all seems to be 2 round here. So I don't know how this is going to look, because often when they do that, it looks off-putting. So I imagine this is like a shadow effect, and then that's where the light's getting on, maybe. But I think ducks are often grey, aren't they, in colour? So I think their feathers are grey. So yeah. But yeah, as you can see, this is not going to take too much longer to do, which is lovely. Get it on the wall, lovely jubbly. Oh! Yeah, that's a back to front one. What I'm going to have to do, I did have a little bag that I put all the back to front drills in, but yeah, so Let's have a look at that. I really need to get my cocktail set going, because we're almost in the, well, we technically are in the second week of December, so I'm pushing as much as I can to get all the projects I want to get done. So yeah, I think, you know, we need to bring out some of the big ones this time. Talking of which, it was supposed to be the train today, but because I started this yesterday, I know that I can get this done in about 4 days, so I can get this nice quick one out the way, you know. So I'm thinking tomorrow we'll do the train, a little bit more with that. But what I'm going to do is Saturday when we go live, I'm going to move that to 1 o'clock, because I want to try and attempt to do 2 hours 30 minutes, so just want to get a little bit more done on that, because we've got another train behind it waiting to be done from last year, so yeah. But I feel like we're on, you know, we're on schedule, we're not fell behind with anything really, everything seems to be moving along nicely, which is nice to see. But yeah, so and I think after we've done this little section here, that's the end of the 3. So quite like doing ducks, they're quite lovely animals. When you see there's a duck, the female ducks are normally brown, and then the mallards, they tend to have like a greeny colour hair, and they get very feisty, because when I went to Whittle, there used to be, well, there is still now a little pond there, and there's so many ducks, and it's so funny when you get another male duck trying to chase the other male duck's female duck, if you get me. So obviously that's his partner, so obviously they start to fight and stuff, and then they sort of like shoo them away. And I really must go up there and do a little video for you. They've got gorgeous chip shop. Their chips are so nice. I mean, we had one there once while I was waiting for the bus, and their buses are quite frequent. It's like every 20 minutes or so. If you're ever in Chelmsford and you want to go up there, you need service C4. So C4 goes up to Whittle. But it's quite iconic how they've done like a lake with a chip shop, and I think that's brilliant, because you can buy some chips, sit at the lake, watch the ducks, you know. They've actually got like this little house thing that sits in the lake, so I'm not sure if that's like a nesting house, but it wouldn't fit a duck in there. The door's too small, so I think it's like a little, perhaps for the little moorhens or something. But I'd like to do a moorhen actually, that's quite good one. I love how this goes, sweeps down, that's fantastic. But they've also, I've never tried the Co-op there, or some of the pubs. I mean, Whittle is such a small village, but they're quite good, you know, good for shops and that. But I really must, because what I need to do is, I'm a member of all the Co-ops, you see. So for example, East of England, the green one, you can't use that discount, you can't use that membership card in, say, the yellow one. So the yellow and orange one is completely separate, same with the blue one. And I need to check whether that's the blue Co-op or the green Co-op. Right, I think that's 3 done. So this is what I love. I love really fast-paced projects. Right, I think let's get our missing C at the moment. Don't know what I've done with that. Let's do, have we got 7? Yeah. Oh my god, really? They've given us all that just for that. Look at this. We've only got to do that and that, and you've got that. That's terrible. Like, why have they given us so much excess? Oh, lovely. Do you know, this might be a 3 session, because this is gliding along lovely. So, right, let's get on and get some more done. Now I didn't put washi tape around this because if you look, it's got like a, you see here, it's got like a little pattern on it. So, but I will cut that off anyway. So, but I thought I'd leave the pattern on show for now. Do you know, a long time ago I was thinking of getting like frames for each one, but can you imagine the amount of frames I would have to buy? Like, yeah, I'm just gonna rotate them. At the moment, the Christmas ones sit on the wall without a frame. I just hot glue them on, but I think what I'll do is buy some frames, because every month I have like a different theme going on in the front room. So this month it's obviously Christmas, so it'll be Christmas related diamond paintings. What's January? That's tigers. So yeah, we've got a couple of, well, in January we'll be mainly working on that massive 40x50 of the two tigers. That's our priority, but we will be introducing a couple of extras in there. And you know what January is? It is Wild at Heart. So I will be watching all the series of that. Last year I only watched like the one episode, because I have a tradition. It was on Sunday, so I would normally just like watch it on the Sunday, and then once that series finished, next year I would watch series 2. But this year I think I'm going to watch right the way through from series 1 every day of the week until the end of January, and then just try and get to series 8, which I think is the last one. So I can't help thinking that this is a Rolo. It's not obviously a Rolo because a Rolo's round, but I don't know where them barrel sweets come from, and it's bugging me. Right, I think that's 7 done. Beautiful. Lovely. So that's that one done. Okay, so let's get this little duck finished now. No, back it up. We've just missed the coffee here, so I think that's quite cool. I like that. Yeah, the only problem is with coffee is it does dry you up. You constantly have to, like, every time I drink a cup of coffee, does anyone else get this? Like, I drink it, but then after I've finished it, I feel like I'm gasping for a drink, so I need to get like a drink of water. Apparently it can, let's just see if Alexa knows. Alexa, why does coffee dry you up?
I don't know that.
Alexa, why does coffee make you thirsty?
From mylove.com, tea and coffee are both diuretics, which mean they help draw water out of you.
Oh my god, so that's quite bad then, because that can probably make you dehydrated then. Oh wow, I did not know that. Well, I just need to bring back number 5, because we've got one just there. Looks like a splodge of jam, doesn't it? Okay, let's get number 2 going now. So how long we got time? Oh, 34. So yeah, we should get this little chunk here done. And this is quite nice because it's like his wings touching the edge of the coffee cup. So yeah, let's get some of this done now. Oops, you can't see that. Apologies there. There we go. And yeah, let's get this going. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of when they combine 2 colours, when like it should just be the one colour, but as I say, we will see what it looks like after that. I've done a cheetah a very long time ago like that, and it was very sort of the shadowing just did not look right. Sometimes the shadowing can overpower it. Oh yeah, we don't want that on there. That's a little bit distorted, that one. do some more bloody Christmas shopping next week, and I really don't want to do it. Like, I don't know about you, but I know this sounds quite awful, but I just don't like spending my money on other people. I've always been like that, and I don't know why. I just think because, I suppose because I'm so used to, you know, buying diamond paintings, I just, you know, I'm so used to just buying it for myself, really. But when you have to buy presents for everyone, it takes so much money away from your, like, diamond painting budget, doesn't it? So, yeah. So, I don't get me wrong, I love Christmas, but I will be glad once it's gone, because it's stressful. It's just all, you know, having to rush around getting all the Christmas food, all this, all that, you know, the presents, and in an ideal world I'd like to not buy none, but but you know, it's only the one time a year, so once throughout the year. But as I say, we used to have very little birthdays, but the family has grown so big now that we have, what's nice is that we don't have to bother with the in-laws anymore, because obviously my brother's not with his missus anymore, so that's one less person we have to worry about and not have to buy for. So but yeah, once you've obviously got all your in-laws, it's making it even more expensive, you know. So, and then obviously because my sister's not with Jack anymore, that's another person we don't have to spend on. So I didn't actually, I know this sounds awful, but I don't actually recall buying him nothing last year. I just, as I say, I did not like him. So, didn't like him at school, and I certainly don't like him now. So, like, you'll know if I don't like someone, because if I don't like someone, I won't make conversation with you. So half the time he will, like, make conversation with me, and I'll, you know, I'll be civil, but I wouldn't go, oh, hi Jack, how are you doing? Like, that's definitely not me. So I'm not that type of person. Like, if you want to talk to me, you've got to make conversation with me. I'm not very good when it comes to conversation. Very rarely I might, you know, message some of my friends and go, oh, how are you doing today? But I'm not very good with socialising and stuff. Like, I wouldn't go, oh, do you want to go to the pub today? Like, I do it with my sister and, like, family members, but I'm not very good with asking people, like, if they want to go up the pub, or, yeah, it's just not, I'm so used to doing things on my way, you know. It has to be my way, on my terms. Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with this drill, man? Look, there's another one there. I'll tell you something, I've noticed every time we get a special painting, that near enough when you get the end of a colour, and it always seems to happen when you get, like, the silver drills, it seems to get, like, very distorted. Like, all the drills start, like, peeling off and stuff. Now, when you see the raccoon, oh my god, stage 4, I think it is, we had nothing but problems with coating. I was panicking on how we could finish it, but yeah, there is a lot of coating issues. So I feel like this duck's gonna go the same way, but yes. Whoops. But yeah, I sold something last night. Woohoo! So yeah, that was good. So I've been processing that tomorrow. I've been processing that today, and it's probably too late in the day now for the driver to pick it up. However, sometimes they do pick it up at 8, but yeah, I want to get that posted off tonight, get that on its way. Let's have a bit more coffee. What the hell? Can you hear that? Okay. I don't know if you heard that, but I can hear birds squeaking, so I wonder if it's a little baby and the mother's feeding it, maybe. Because, you know, with a bird, they'll open their beak and then the mum comes, like, they'll keep screeching for the mum to come and feed them. Oh my god. It must be sitting on the roof, because it sounds like they're... Sometimes you sit in, you can feel like tip tap, and it's them walking across the roof. Or another occasion, you'll sit here and then you'll hear this thump noise, and it's where they've obviously they've picked something up off the floor and they've dropped it, and it's fell in the gutter. So yeah, one day this is no joke, I'm not joking. One day I was sitting here and I could hear a hoover, and it sounded as if it was coming outside of the street. So I went out, pretended to put rubbish in my bin, and this woman across the road was hoovering her gutter. Now, she had this really massive long pipe, but on the end of it, where obviously the floor, the brush thing normally glides along the floor, hers was like a pole that was sort of, it went up and then curved, and then she had the fitment like that. And I thought that was a fantastic idea, like, because if you haven't got a ladder to get up to your gutter, that's a brilliant idea, isn't it? You know, because I mean, I never ever clean the gutters because it's not really the type of job that I tend to do. I mean, obviously if something's in the gutter, the rain pushes it out, doesn't it? But I'll never forget this one day. This is a true story. We had we were sitting here one day, and we had all this rain pouring out of the like gutter, but it wasn't pouring down the pipe into the drain. It was pouring where the gutter would be, then the, you know, the bendy bit, it was pouring over this way, and we couldn't work out what was going on. So we checked the overflow pipe, and it wasn't that was coming out perfect. So we looked up and discovered that this dove, where the, imagine that's like the hole where the water goes along the gutter and then falls down into the drain. Well, this dove nested in the gutter, and she sat right where the rain is supposed to fall down the pipe into the gutter and built her nest. And yeah, she was she nested there, and unfortunately I don't think she had any chicks there, but what a place to do a nest, in a gutter. But she obviously, you know, felt like it was a good place to nest. And then we had with my mum in the old house many years ago, my mum had these neighbours, and they were so horrible. Like, they had we had like little house martins, and what they do is they'll pick up mud, and their saliva is a very it's a very sticky saliva. So what they do is they pick up mud and, you know, trees and that, and they build a nest, but stuck on the brick. Normally it's where the is it called the faucet or facet, something like that? It sits along there, and then they stick it to the brick underneath where the, you know, like you have that little ledge, and then you've got your window. It sticks on there. And yeah, the man that used to live next door, he was horrible. He literally got up, I think he had a brush or something, and just, you know, took it off the, you know, smashed it all up. And I thought, how evil can you get? Like, there's probably chicks in there, and you probably killed them now. But yeah, they, once you disturb a nest, they will abandon it. And it was so sad because they tried for ages. I don't know what it was, because all the bricks were made the same, and they tried ages to try and stick it on our side, and for whatever reason it just would not stick to the brick. And yeah, for some reason next door was the only one that it would stick to. And so sad, because when you see them building the nest, it is so fascinating. But yeah, I never remember that. I mean, I'll always remember that. But yeah, so now we're getting the darkness again. Oh, we've had this for 2 weeks. Never ever is going to brighten up, isn't it? I mean, they might as well just, you know, take the sun away, mustn't they? Because what's the point in having daylight if it's just going to look dark and gloomy all the time? We had an eclipse once, and an eclipse is basically where the moon covers the sun, and it was so dark, like not overcast and that, and we couldn't work out what was going on. Well, it turns out that on the news that night it was an eclipse. So I feel like the whole of this year all I've done is like work on a dark desk. But yeah, I really need to figure... What I might have to do, do you know, this is quite a good idea, because on Temu they do these lights that you can stick. They're basically like, let's see if I can find them in a minute. LED strip light, I think it's called. Okay, hang on a minute. LED strip light. I'm thinking of getting some of these. Look, these are what they basically, I think there's like adhesive underneath there, and you just plonk it on the ceiling where you want to put it. And I'm thinking of getting some of them, because this room has, I'll try and show you a minute if I've got, let me take a photo of the ceiling so I can describe it a bit better for you. But so this is the ceiling. So the other side, this is a beam, okay? So the other side of that is the light. So I filmed this side and the light's that side, because for some reason they put it the other side of the beam. Now, what I'm thinking is if I could put a strip light along that beam, it should hopefully give us some better lighting, or even on that bit there. But yeah, it's one of the reasons why I hate this room. And the same thing, we've got the same problem in the front room as well, because that goes along, drops, and then along again. But yeah, I don't understand why this light was never central, you know. But yeah, I might have to do that and see what we can do, because it's just so hard to film in the winter. I do apologise if it sounds like I'm moaning, but the weather is having a knock-on effect with my mood, so you know, it does make you miserable. You can't get on with no paintings unless you've got a light board, you know. It's just, I used to be able to, in the summer I used to be able to get 2, 3, 4 sessions done of whip and chat. Now I can only really get 1 because of the daylight. So yeah, it's kind of annoying really. And then obviously working all day takes up so much of your time as well, so it's like I try to get as much pre-record done as I can, because then it means that I can have days where I don't have to do any diamond painting. But I love this project. I think it's just, you never ever get bored with it, do you? And it's like with Linda, she said that she used to play games, I don't know if it was a PlayStation or an Xbox, and then she moved into doing diamond painting, and she's just sort of stuck with diamond painting. So and what's lovely is, you know, where sometimes you might struggle for like content and you're thinking, oh, what can I, you know, do today? Because I've got my craft channel struggles so badly with trying to find different crafts. But on there, talking of that, if you want to check it out, it's Crafts with Mike. I did do Christmas crackers at one point, and you make your own Christmas crackers. That was, I think it was a fair few years ago. But the great thing about diamond painting is if you know, you've always got that continuous flow. So if you're just starting out to diamond painting, I would suggest getting like 4 or 5 ordered. And then obviously you've got a few to take over until you order some more. So it's always good to have some on standby. I was looking at them, you know, them owls that I got. It's like 2 barn owls in a tree, and I was looking at that to do. Because obviously I need to try and do some that are not Christmas related to put on the completions list. So yeah, I think what we'll do, guys, because we're at 51 minutes, so what we'll do is we'll just do this little 2. We do need to still work on the 2, like on this tree and the snow that's down here, but I think that would be a good stopping point. But super happy that we've got the duck done now. So his hat's done, his feet are done, the coffee cup's done, and his body's done now. So yeah, fantastic. Another big, I feel like we've got a lot done in this session. So yeah. So coming up at 3 in the morning, obviously it'll be the next stage of Gary. And then there's only, obviously once I put tonight's up at 3 AM, there'll be one more session left. And then we might put Harry in that slot, which is this duck. And then obviously on to the next one. But yeah, so, and then tomorrow we'll do a good session on that, an hour on that train. Because I actually dug out the other one today, the Christmas Express, so yeah, at some point I need to locate the drills for that. But yeah, I'm loving this painting very much. So yeah, it looks as if Linda didn't do a whip and chat on the cards I got, so I'm not sure how she's done that. It looks like an off-camera project, but yeah, so if you like this little duck, I would suggest you try and get it. I mean, it does say discontinued, but that's just for that seller, I assume. I mean, there must be other sellers that do it, because I've had paintings like that where it says discontinued, and I found it with a different seller on there. So, but yeah, so I'm really hoping my puppy comes soon. I'm sure I got it. Oh yeah, that little Scotty. Let me pause the video a minute, because I found a Scotty dog thing. Cut. Oh yeah, and we need to do, I'll show you something in a minute. I found this little, I think it's called a West Highland Terrier, but I got that last year, and I recall not being happy with it, and I don't know why. So, right, let's get a little bit more, just scoot around this. I'm just going to do the little cup as well, because we've got like little spots on that. And then, whoops, come on. Need a bit more wax. Okay. Alright, lovely jubbly, and I'm not going to do around the handle because, oh bum, I don't think you saw that. I've just done this bit. I think the camera was still up there somewhere, but I'll do this bit in the little snow another time. But I just want to just go and get this painting to show you. 2 minutes, please. Okay, so I found this the other day, and I'm sure I got this last year, but do you guys remember this? It's like this little, I don't know if it's a West Highland Terrier, but you know them little white dogs you normally get on the dog cans, but it's the dog looking out the window. As you can see, it's supposed to be that up there, but I'm sure I didn't like it because it's very pixelated. As you can see between this one and then that one, you can see the difference. But yeah, this is one of the old styles by the looks of it. So yeah, we got that to do. And it's quite nice because up here it says, if the diamond picture you receive is missing the diamond, please contact us in time. We will deliver you the diamond for free to allow you to complete the beautiful painting. But the thing is, I got this on Amazon, so I'm not sure how they would do that. But yeah, there's lovely colours in this, so that's another one we've got to try and do. But you've got a lot of confetti there, and obviously the little fireplace, and then I think that's the door frame. But let's take a look at this. First of all, we'll just give it a little roly-moly. And yeah, that's that. Wow, I think we accomplished quite a lot there. But as I say, I think this will be one, if we really push this, as you can see, we've literally only got to do this bush, a little bit of the snow around there, up the bush and there. I mean, that was quite a large section in itself. So I reckon we could probably do it. A good hour on that, probably do it. But anyway, let's take a look and see what it's like. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, that, I was a bit concerned that these colours wouldn't work, but look, that works beautifully. Look at that. Oh, this is lovely. It's like he's got like, it's very sort of mingled in with that colour, but just look at that glow. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Them colours really work well. So I think, as I say, I think what this is that's his natural colour, like a shadow maybe, and then obviously this is like perhaps the snow. But oh my god, this is a stunning picture. It just makes you want to do more, doesn't it? But as I say, this is probably going to get finished in the next bit. So one more session, but please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Tap that good old notification bell, and I will see you for stage 3 very soon. And we're getting very close to the end of this. Super excited to see the result, but that green I think is really going to pop, and we're going to start to see the bushes surround the duck. So oh, wow, I actually am tempted to put some drills on here. You could do if you wanted to, just to match with his feet there, but let us know what you think. Do you think I should put some drills here? But I think it looks lovely. Anyway, thank you for watching. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye now.